Oh, righto, you're in the inner sanctum. This is my office, my quiet space, where I do my paperwork and stuff, sort of shit out. All mementos up on the wall of bygone exploits and current. So, what I've brought you in here for, it is fucking hell, what a game. Let me set you down on me lapper. Well, I follow a guy, Booking Billy Ray Smith. Fucking go and find him. Booking, Buckin apostrophe, think, not a G. Billy Ray Smith. He's a Canadian fucking, I'd say he's a lumberjack, but he fells trees and does logging and does all sorts of fucking, nothing like what I do, but he's like me, but with wood and trees and shit. And he said, he's not one of those to complain when he's struggling with the old YouTube, because we choose to fucking do it. You know, you can't say, oh, gosh, I'm fucking... What struck a chord with me was, I'll be honest, right? I'm always honest, any fucking man, I don't want to say that. But since we lost the internet at home, it's still not been repaired. It's a month now. We've had no phone line, which means we've had no broadband. And the mobile or cell phone, depending on where you're from, coverage there is absolutely shit. I've got a 5G fucking mobile phone, state of the art, and there's fuck all there. So I have to find the best signal I can and set my phone up as a Wi-Fi router. And then use my tablet, and I can't upload, download, fucking, it's a real struggle. It's like dial-up if you're old enough to remember. So now I'm having to do a lot more in the workshop of that side. Normally what I do, I go through my day and I'll just video shit as I'm doing it, you know. You've seen me enough to fucking know that I just do it, you see what I see like. And then I stitch it all together at home, edit it out while, of an evening light, you know, while I'm chilling. Upload it to that there YouTube and then make it public at a suitable time. Well, it's this fucking losing the internet shit. It's kicked me right in the bollocks when it comes to that. I can't do that, can I? And plus I'm fucking snowed under with work, and her indoors, bless her, our Liz, she's got the COVID for the second time. Now I'm testing negative on all of the tests that they do, but I feel like fucking death warmed up. So it's all fucking become a struggle. Really, what I'm saying is bear with me, because I know my content is probably fucking, the quality and the frequency is fucking, the plane's like not quite crashing, but you know, it's struggling a bit there. It's got a bit of air in the fuel or whatever, you know, but we'll get through it. So here's my latest stitch up of a vlog. It'll be this, that and the other, all sorts of shit. It might not even make sense. I doubt it'll have continuity either. I might drag some old clips forward and drag some new clips back and fucking see what we can do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to get the elusive sunrise over the Ponderosa. It's fucking glorious, but really hard to video. I sometimes get a good photo or two. Those that follow my personal profile on social media will see those. So yeah, there you go. It's fucking absolutely glorious out here. I know. We might be down with the dreaded COVID. My missus is fucking ill. She's as ill as I've seen her, and I've seen her fucking ill. Doing a PCR test today. I've come in this morning and look at Dan's front end. I can get this on its wheels, right? But before I do that, I need to sort out some wheel spacers. He's given me some pretties that will save me making pretties. See these tapered things on the floor? Look, the camera's getting them. I don't know. I need to machine the ones I've made down to fit them, basically, and maybe take them out a bit. But I'm fucked. Fucking fucked. I feel like I've had a kicking. And my head's gone. So what I've done, I've applied what little I had into tidying up this forward control on the Triumph. If you follow my escapades on here, you'll have seen that I've been fucking about trying to get this water pipe done. And what I've done, basically, I've bought another hard metal pipe, and I've chopped it up and fucking made a good one out of the two. Happy days. I'm really pleased with how it runs. It runs inside, just where that kicks around the frame now. And I've made this. This was split here with a bush, and that was a spacer. And I've made that one piece with the spacer up against there, and the linkage all tucked in tight. So it emulates this side. Obviously it runs on top, such is the orientation of the gear change. And now the PCR tests have arrived, so I'm going to stop stumbling about not knowing what I'm fucking doing here. And I'm going to get my arse back home, get a PCR test done, fucking get them posted off. ASAP. Okay, so, just done my bimbling fucking intro. It's next week now. I've had the weekend fucking trying to rest and recuperate. And I've been here since 7:30, it's now nearly 11, so I'm going to have a bit of fucking grand. We're going to cook up these hot dogs, a little bit of cheese in the old bat, probably toast the top one in here actually. Let's get that in. Like so, isn't it? Mind the fingers. Cleanliness is next to God on here. So, I have a fresh brew and a few doggots with a little bit of cheese and brown sauce. Hey up, we're battling our hands. Made spacers for the pulley. Fucking hell, modified bolts. Had to buy new bolts, had to modify them fuckers, and then make a spacer for the bearings that sits between the two sides of the hub. Now we're on to making wheel spacers to make it sit in the back of the frame, which we've just partly welded. I call it table welded, because we've welded it on the table with the engine and gearbox still in. Obviously they need to come out, and we need to turn it this way and that way and every other fucking way to get all of the welds captured, but that's pretty much it. You know, that's as good as it's going to get at the minute. He's Harry the bastard, bless him. Ready to rock and roll. Still need to do fucking hell, you see. Look now, because my head's fucked. I'm not even joking. I'm cleaning oil off this side of the engine, thinking, where the fuck's this oil coming from? I'm looking now as we speak. And I've tried the push rod tube seals, and I've tightened the fucking lifter blocks the best I can. And this, that and the other. Showing his age a bit down there, isn't he, bless him? Anyway, I thought, oh well, we'll see. You know, maybe it's just weeping. Maybe it's not a fucking strip down job to try and solve. I hope it's not, you know, to try and solve this oil seal, because I want to be out riding him. Next job's fork seals. Anyone who knows anything about bikes will put two and two together and understand that the oil on there has come out of that fork tube, because the seal's gone, fuck me. There you go. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. And we got this fucking beast. Look at this beast. Our Doc's Marauder, 1800cc, is it? Something like that? I don't fucking know. That's in for a chop and a change and a fucking bit of frame modification going on with the RSN. We're going to remake the back end of the frame with a few alterations and a few improvements, hopefully, along the way. The overall look of the bike's not going to change much, apart from it's going to have fucking superb, tiny little fucking indicators like I've got on my dyno. And a few bits and bobs, so that's in the pipeline, we'll say. We're on the green tea. I'm never a fan, but I need a fucking detox for certain, so we're going with the honey green tea, and this is mint. It's a mixture of peppermint, spearmint, and some other shit I can't remember, because I've not written it down. I'm here to my arse. But we are enjoying a nice green tea with a little bit of mint and honey, and it is helping to detox fight the virus and keep us tickety fucking boo. So we've just finished filming the next segment on our dance because the video's getting long. A lot of machining in it. And we made this spacer, which this clip I'm showing you now, I'm recording now, will probably be in my vlog and in the next part of the Evo build, the rigid Evo build. But I'll show you why I went to that trouble, because there you go, once it's in, it touches the bearing and makes it look fucking beaut, and the spindle fits. Happy days. So all that trouble for something that will probably be overlooked, and we need to do the same for the other side. So off we go. We're going to get this off, strong arm it off, and get it lowered onto some blocks to get the front end and back end in, get the tank back on and the oil tank back in it, and that's me for the day. Yeah. Hold on, I'm out of breath. I've spent the morning fettling Harry the bastard. I had a starting issue this morning. There was frost on him when I come out. I went home on him yesterday. There was frost on him. And he wouldn't crank over very well. He didn't crank over very well. Managed to just catch it and get him started. So we've replaced the battery. It turns out at some stage, some fuckwit, which is probably me, fitted a slightly low amp power battery than we needed. Anyway, that's by the by, like, you know, new battery every year, maybe, thereabouts. What I fucking realised is that this adjuster was tacky and rusty, and the cable was way too long. Now, I don't remember putting a cable on that long. Maybe during his sabbatical, it went off and had a longer one. Someone's put a longer one on, and it's gone unnoticed all this time since he's been back. Don't know. So I've done that. I've had to take the tanks off pretty much to get the old one out and put a new cable in, make up a new cable. And fuck me, then I'm looking at it and I couldn't work out what was wrong. And when I did the fork seals the other day, I put the forks back in and these two brake lines were around the back of the fucking fork tube. So it looked just wrong. It was fucking just wrong. So I've had the top yoke off. It's one job's led to another, led to another, led to another. That's been my morning. I've set the carb up, changed the battery, fucked about with the cable, fucked about with the fucking top yoke and the fucking everything else. Wow, crazy days. Righto, so we're 24 hours later. Harry the bastard, been in a cold workshop all night. Fuel on. Hey. Fucking hell, where is it? Choke on. Ignition on. Let's see what happens. Quick squirt. Ooh, nearly. Another squirt. There we go. Oh, come on, you bastard. Sorted. New battery, fucking cured it. Righto folks, now we're on to making the adjusters for our Dan's rigid frame I've just built. These are the rear axle adjusters, and they go over the rear axle, and there's a M6 bolt that goes into the snuff box axle plate thing, but if I don't know what to call it, and pushes against these to tension his belt. So we need, fortunate there, I have 2 bits of stainless that are just the fucking right OD and ID, but I need them to be 10mm long, so we're going to do a bit of parting off. Look. With a bit of lube. I'm just going to send it. And I want the bit that's going to fall off, so that's sod's law, isn't it? But look at that, it's fucking lovely. Boosh, that's the kid, eh? So I'm not going to grab that just yet because it's fucking red hot. What I will do is take that out, get another one in. We need to leave ourselves enough out or enough in, depending on which way we go. Sorry, I'm blocking the fucking. There we go. So I'm going to touch off on that end, and I need 13mm then. Zero that. 13 is there. No, that'll give us another 10mm piece, so I'll get that done. Right, I'm just gonna come in with me inside and outside deburring tool. So really, I just want to break that edge like that, and the same on the outside here, like that. Super. So that's one done. We'll get this other one chucked up, nice and true hopefully. Bit fiddly. There we go. It's amazing how tapping that trues it up. You know, there's a you could get it anywhere when you tap at it, but more often than not it trues it up for you. See, inside and quick touch on the outside. Voila. So there we go, look, that's installed in there, and the nuts on just to the nylon, because we're gonna now, these are overly long bolts just for assemblance purposes. Just want to show you, go through and push that back, look. Like so. Oh, I think we've gone a bit over the top that side. A bit carried away showing you. So yeah, that's how we adjust it. And here's our Dan's look. Here it is, sitting pretty. I'll show you now. It's fucking wide, it's got some width to it. This working to about fucking fixed length, because there's not a lot of play there. Fucking that is a nightmare getting it right, so the belt tension's up okay. You know, with the chain you got links here and there, you got all sorts of fucking stuff to play with. With the boat you got fuck all. Not very forgiving. But she's on the fucking wheels. And if I don't kick the exhaust again, looking pretty fucking good if I say so myself. So follow the exploits of that, because next in the series will be me fitting forwards and mudguards and making sissy bars and stuff. I know, so hopefully Rod Stewart won't copyright strike us. We're on our Mickers and we've actually managed to fire it up, which for people who have had dealings with it over the last few years will be like a fucking the second coming, because it's not a starter. And I'm guessing that because it's been stood for 3 years or so, the petrol is no longer fucking petrol, or the gasoline's no longer gasoline. You know, it's modern unleaded shit, don't fucking hold itself together very well over time. So I'm draining it off, and sure enough it looks like fucking piss, whereas it should be clearer than that. You know, it looks like my first fucking trip to the toilet after a fucking big session the night before. So we'll get it drained off, we'll clean the carburetor out, make sure it's not too gummed up, and get some fresh fuel in the fucker, and I reckon it'll run, because I've had it fired up, it runs alright, not on its own fuel though. Alright, so that's, oh sorry, bad camera work. I can't really spanner it one-handed, I don't think. Come on. No, I can't do it one-handed, but it's off, the carb's off, and we only had to strip a load of shit off to get it off. Come on, there we go. So there's only 4 screws hold the float bowl on, so we'll have them out and we'll give it a liberal tickle up with the old STP carb cleaner, and then we'll give it a good blow off, which is good work if you can get it, isn't it? See if I can do this one-handed, but I can't. Get on that screw, push down. Oh yeah, I fucking can. Here we go then. You're seeing it the first time as I am. I bet it's spotless. There's fuck all to these. There's not a lot goes on in there, so I'd be very surprised if there's an issue. I can't get it off one-handed. The bolts are out, but we're stuck on the gasket, and I don't want to. Oh, here we go. Got it. Right, so yeah, I've seen nicer. We need to give this all a good clean. It's covered in non-petrol because it's not petrol anymore. So we need to carefully remove that, or as you say in Wales, carefully. And I'll do that when I've got two hands on it. So we'll take this off, we'll pop these out, we'll give everything a really good spray and a good blow off, and happy days. Right, so yeah, everything a fucking plenty of that. Like I say, they're quite crude, these carbs. There's not that much to fuck up. The accelerator pump was working. The one thing I've done is took the intermediate jet out and give that its own separate squirtle. It goes down in there. There's your accelerator pump control rod. So that can have a good squirt. And like I say, I'll get the airline on it, get it put back together, get it put on, put some fresh fuel in it. It'll make a fucking world of difference, that will, without a fucking doubt. So worth a good fucking blowout, that is. There we go. So we're running, we sound good. A little bit lumpy, but it's stone cold, and I've not got the air filter on, or choke. Wonder how it responds to choke. Oh, choke kills it. Oh, that's not a bad thing. See, the throttle is stiff enough that I can leave it open slightly and give it a quick fucking. Just leaves me to say I'm back on the fucking interweb, so it'll be business as usual. I'm not sure I'm going to throw myself at lots of recording and editing and all that shit, because to be honest, doing it a little bit less, it's been alright. So thanks for bearing with me, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and a sub if you enjoy what you've seen, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone.